What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down some of Adam Thielen's route running, okay? So we're going to be talking about this corner route that he runs with an inside release, and he uses this rocker step at the top to create some separation. So that's the main focus today, is that rocker step and why he takes that inside release. So I hope this video gives you guys some value. But now, fellas, if you guys want over an hour and a half's worth of specific content on advanced route running drills and tips, check out that very first link in the description, fellas, for our route running Bible. So what you get access to is our video on how to improve your route running in 10 days. So it's a 10-day step-by-step process of all the drills you need to do combined into 10 days with specific sets and reps to improve your route running. And then we have a 49-minute long video on our 20 press releases, when to use those releases, and drills to work on those releases with sets and reps is at a buy one, get one free price. So check out that very first link in the description, fellas. Hope we get you guys on that route running Bible. Let's get started. So we're going to be looking at this route here. He takes an inside release. Let's talk about why he takes the inside release, because he's from the outside in this case, right? So if he were to take an outside release here, he would be hugging the sideline. So you hear me say this a lot, like, you should be able to take an outside release or an inside release on any route, which is true for sure. And let's say this DB completely took away the inside, like he really held the inside. It'd be very important that Thielen would restack or get a lean into this DB and then break it off, right? So this is what you guys got to understand. If this DB completely takes it away, like he's totally sealed off the inside, let's say there's maybe no safety help, right? Because the only reason he'd give the inside is because there's safety help. But let's say there's no safety help and we got to run this corner. If he's taking away the inside, I just want to take the outside. Don't force anything to the inside, right? Ideally, we would like to take a hard inside release, work upfield, give this 1-2 at the top, so I give my quarterback space to throw this thing with some air. That's what you got to understand, especially when you're lined up from the outside and you have a corner, because that's how the play works, right? Because like maybe you got a corner, you got like an inside release stem corner, and then, so like here, I'll draw that a little bit better. You got an inside release stem corner, and then the slot maybe has like a flat route. And maybe if it were zone coverage, we're trying to get a read on this guy. If he sits on the flat, I take the corner. If he backs up, I take the flat. But since it's man coverage, I love this matchup. I'm not throwing a flat route in man coverage, right? So from a quarterback perspective. So that's why I could take an inside or an outside release in this case, right? So when I come off here and he gives this little hesitation move, like this little skip release, we see that the DB's giving us the inside release. Fine, that's perfect. I'll take the inside release because that's how the route's supposed to be ran, and I give the quarterback space to throw. Just you got to understand, if he takes away the inside, I take the outside. Don't force it, because that's how you get rerouted into the middle of the field, and then that doesn't do anybody any good. So you got to take what the DB gives you and push up vertical. So now when I push up vertical here, he's going to be working this rocker step. So a rocker step, I talked about that a lot in the last couple videos that we've made. It's just a simple 1-2 at the top of the break. So you want to step in the direction that you're going first. So if I'm going to the outside, I got to run a corner. I'm going to step to the corner with my outside foot first. Then I'm going to throw back to the inside. I'm trying to sell like I'm running a what? I'm trying to sell like I'm running a post. Hopefully this DB undercuts it. Hopefully he commits, and I'm able to create some space. But you see how much Thielen is selling with his shoulders and his hips. It's completely turned, right? Everybody just says, oh, the DB should be watching his hips. And the DB's eyes are high right here, number one. And that's not good, especially if you're a DB watching this. You want to make sure your eyes stay on the receiver's hips. But everybody says, oh, watch the hips. But if we actually sell with my hips and my shoulders, what is he going to watch? He's going to have to eventually bite. But the key is, what a lot of guys do is they make the mistake of selling with their hips, and then they open up their hip and they open up their toe, and then they almost open up their whole entire leg, and that makes them slow and they can't accelerate out of the break. Then they have this long rounded break that just gives this DB time to react. You got to be able to sell with your shoulders and hips, but at the same time, I maintain my toe staying forward. I keep that 45-degree shin angle so I could actually drive off that cut leg and accelerate to the spot. And that's exactly what Thielen does. That's a perfect example of how to get out of this rocker step. And that's a perfect example of going up and getting this thing and making sure we rip it away from the DB to make sure I secure it. Put yourself between the defender and the ball. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. That's a great route here by Adam Thielen. Let's watch it full speed one more time. There's a great, another great example of running this corner route from the outside with an inside release. Watch it again full speed. So great job getting a read on this DB, working that rocker step to get him to jump, and then making sure that I go up and high point this ball. Great route there by Thielen. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And again, fellas, over an hour and a half's worth of advanced wide receiver training content, all the specific things you need to be doing on the field to improve your game. So check out that very first link in the description. I'll see you guys next time.